Why is it that every time I try to build a friendship, I end up feeling used, disappointed, and somehow less than? For most of my life, I believed friendships were everything. I used to think friends were the family you choose, even more important than the one you're born into. And I showed up like that. I was always there, always helping, always supporting, always being the emotional safe place for everyone else. But somehow, it was never returned. Again and again, I felt used. Like I was only valuable when someone needed something: advice, help, emotional support. But when I needed the same, it wasn't there. And over time, that question kept coming back. Why me? Why does this keep happening? Why can't I find a real friend? What is wrong with me? Looking back, this pattern didn't start in adulthood. As a child, I was bullied, excluded, and made to feel like I didn't belong. I remember wanting a friend so badly and feeling completely alone. Later, I had friendships that made me feel used, not good enough, not valued. Even when I finally felt accepted, it didn't last. New schools, new countries, new environments, and every time the same feeling came back. Isolation, misunderstanding, being the outsider, even in adulthood, even in long-term friendships. I ended up feeling betrayed, abandoned, or simply not respected. And slowly, without even realizing it, I became guarded, jaded, distant. Friendship stopped meaning connection. It became transactional. But then I realized something that changed everything. I wasn't actually looking for a friend. I was looking for someone to give me what I had never given myself. I wanted someone to be there for me, because I was never there for myself. I had been taught to prioritize others, to give, to help, to sacrifice, to make everyone else happy, except me. So of course, I kept choosing people who reflected that belief. People who took. People who confirmed what I already believed deep down, that I didn't matter as much. And when I understood that, everything shifted. I stopped searching for a true friend, and I became my own. I started asking myself, does this benefit me? Does this make me feel good? Does this respect my time and energy? And if the answer was no, I started saying no. At first, it felt uncomfortable, even guilty, but over time, it felt like freedom. Today, I don't feel like I need friends anymore. I have people in my life, yes, but I don't depend on them for emotional security, validation, or belonging, because I finally found that within myself. And here's what I've learned. Not everyone deserves access to you. Your energy is not free, and your peace is your responsibility. If you're constantly feeling used or disappointed in friendships, maybe it's not about finding better people. Maybe it's about becoming someone who no longer accepts less. Focus on your relationship with yourself first. Protect your peace, move in silence, build your life for you. And remember, the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. And remember, this is a reflection. Only my perspective and I am only a blip on the map of the existence. So this is not a rule, and I am not a guru, and you do not need to hear me or follow me. Thank you for your time, and as always, it has been my pleasure to share my thoughts with you. Humbly, just an eldest daughter.